Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to showcase Superior Iron Man in Rich Get Richer. And when I tell you this guy is top 5 attackers in this meta, I'm not even kidding. There is no champion that can surpass him for, the amount of unique buffs he can trigger. And he can literally trigger them so early. As you can see, we have just 3 right there. We're 5 hits in. And we are starting duplicating them as well to give us a lot of damage. And this is, I think, a 7-star rank to dust with, this big crit resist. So, unfortunately, we're not going to see too many crits because we are also a 6-star. However, we got some nice crits on the mediums right there. Just throw an SP1 there. And I don't know if you saw, but we don't have willpower against dust. But we healed up that chip damage with our regeneration. Ended up finishing the fight with a full yellow bar in 40 seconds. And my Iron Man is 6-star rank 5 ascended. Unfortunately, I don't have the 7-star. I hope I get him one day from like that Titan Crystal. So this is a Domino. This might impress you. This is a rank 3 Domino, very high sig too. And the reason I like using Superior Iron Man against Domino, 2 reasons. Because my buffs are superior, that means they cannot be failed with, dominant abilities. And it's so easy to get intercepts against Domino. You just do this, Dex when she does the medium attack and you just hit her. And that counts as an intercept, which is very, very easy to get those buffs. And look at that special 2 right there. Massive damage. She failed our armor break though, unfortunately. But we had it from the first SP1. That's why it hit so hard. And that was impressive in my opinion. Like that was a very high sig Domino. We end up losing the round by a little bit. 42 seconds killed that Domino. Now this is a Bullseye. He's actually quite decent for Bullseye. This is a very small Bullseye. He's like rank 5, not even ascended. But I want to showcase him against Bullseye, because if you get some buffs at the beginning, you actually have some bleed resistance, which means if you block the SP1, you're not going to get any bleed damage. And you will see that happening in a second here. I was trying to intercept and he ends up being very, very passive. I lose like 10 seconds right there from him just blocking. But check out this SP1. This is not going to deal any bleed damage to me. You're not going to see any red damage. Pay attention to that. See, it's just the basic damage from the block. So he's actually quite decent for Bullseye. I don't know if I would use him against a 7-star rank 3. Probably not. But look at that. That beautiful crit. And we don't even need to combo him after because he died. He was like under leveled, I guess. Not ascended. But yeah, moving on to another very common defender. This is Red Skull. Now this fight, I might have been able to play it a little bit better. In this fight, I like going for special ones until he has like no armor ups, because the SP1s inflict multiple armor breaks, whereas the SP2 inflicts only one big one. So for most fights, you want to go SP2s. But because this guy is like tanky based on his armor ups, I just want to remove them so that he doesn't have, crit resist. And I could actually hit his block too if he's got no armor ups. It's not going to damage me, I believe. But I don't think I do that. I think I do that towards the end. So now we actually got Perceptive Special 2. Nothing you can do there. I just wanted to go SP1s, but just get so much power. I was at 40,000 SP1. We hit him with those nice heavy attacks, and you're going to see some crits in a second too. I missed the relic, unfortunately, there. We hit his block. It did not deal as much damage. And I believe the reason because of that is because he doesn't have too much armor. And we're just going to finish him off with a couple of SP1s right there. So yeah, that was like the same rank as me. We still didn't get crits. Like we did remove a lot of his armor ups, but we were unlucky with the crits. This fight, this is against Galan. So this is actually not a good counter. You do not want to use Superior Iron Man against Galan. But I guess it kind of works in this meta because you win the race for Rich Get Richer. So the big reason why you shouldn't do this, and I actually did not even think about it, is because if that Galan is awakened, he's going to get harvest when you proc armor ups. And yeah, you can proc them over and over again. You can double them as well. And once I throw the special 2, which doubles my buffs, he goes into the harvest. So, he activated at 130, but we actually hit him with a special, so we reduced 60. So we're not going to take a lot of damage. It's still a lot, but we didn't take like an insane amount of damage. And it is going to happen in a second here again. That region is doing something for us right there. I'm going to throw that special 2 again. But did you see the auto block there? it saved me. He punished me after he blocked my SP2, or he didn't block it, he ate it, but he was unstoppable. But the auto block saved me right there. And then we had enough power to finish him off before the harvest just completes again. And then I wanted to end off the video with 3 more fights, which I recorded off stream. Those were the previous matches were on my stream. And this was when I was basically advancing through the victory track. So, Storm Pyramid X can be an annoying defender because she glances, but Iron Man's buffs are basically immune to glancing because you have more ability accuracy, which means you're always going to trigger them. And that also means that we win the race against Storm X, which has Prowess and Furies. Very good special 2 right there, not bad at all. We are not even like built up though, like we're still dealing so much damage. And look at that, man, another special 2. We don't even need the crit here, we just go for the relic and it is game over. I think that Storm X was a 7-star rank 2 if I'm not mistaken. That's a pretty good score. We almost won against CGR. See, that tells you something. Oh, and this is a rank 3 Adam Warlock. I was very happy with the result of this fight because Adam is kind of tanky. He also has, you know, his pod near the end of the fight. He can get some buffs, but again, you're not gonna fight a single defender that's gonna beat a superior Iron Man in buffs. Like, even, I mean, Gore can have, I think, 4 or 5 buffs. We can have even more. Like, right now we got 3. We still don't have the regeneration or the armor up. And I think there's another one too. Oh yeah, the impact from the heavy. So you can get like 6 buffs, and that will get the precision too. Boom! 140,000 into the SP1. Dead. 37 seconds. I think this is my fastest fight against the rank 3 champ. Very good, right? And then I want to showcase against this future Ant-Man as well. This, you know, it's not my favorite counter, and the reason because, you know, you throw the special 2 and it gets capped because it just does so much damage in 1 hit. So obviously it's going to trigger Fam's protection. But he is not really protected from the basic attacks afterwards, which you're going to see. So he's quite solid for him. Also in this meta, you know, we have so much power that we don't even care about him power draining us. It doesn't even matter. And I got hit. It's great. Luckily, I didn't have the thing on me, the power detonation. But the regeneration is healing us slightly. We were unlucky there to proc it towards the end because the potency of it is pretty bad if you trigger it towards the end. But here we're just going like, yeah, like, oh my god, that's so much damage, man. Yeah, the point of this video is to not underestimate Superior Iron Man. This meta boosts his damage or his scores by a lot. But that does not mean that he's not good outside this meta. It's just, in this meta, he's one of the best because there's no one to beat him for the Rich Get Richer. He's always going to have multiple buffs and unique ones, which is what we want for Rich Get Richer. So yeah, guys, if you have Superior Iron Man as a 7-star or a 6-star and you like him, definitely take him up. He's going to help you in the victory track. There's so many fights that he can take. Like, from the best defenders in the game, I don't think he's going to do that well against Serpent. But even against Serpent, you're going to beat him with the Rich Get Richer, because I think he proc like 2 or 3 buffs with his power gain. So you can potentially do it because you're going to win the race. And also, if you proc those armor ups, you're going to be tankier for, you know, blocking his special attacks. He can even take photons. He can take Bullseye, like I said. Although I think if you want to take Bullseye, you need the SIGs, if I'm not mistaken, to like reduce the bleed effects damage. So yeah, guys, yeah, Superior Iron Man, pretty good, man. I really hope we can get a 7-star. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.